This is how to remove the stereo on a Subaru. This is the 2005 model, so if yours looks like this is how to do it. I got hairy legs, man. So we start out by removing the gear shifter, just counterclockwise. And then you're going to want to make sure the parking brake is on, because we're going to need to shift it to get the plate off here. So I'm going to remove the ashtray, shut that door, and I'm going to put it into gear. Just get the shifter into neutral there. This plate just pops right off. You can probably grab it with your fingernails if you got creepy old man fingernails like me, or if you take a piece of cardboard, you can shove it under there and use it as kind of a wedge and just use that to pop that up. So that comes off, but remember the cigarette lighter is plugged in. So that unplugs with a plug right here, or you can just let it dangle if you want. Hey, a quarter. The only tool you're going to need, actual tool type tool, is a Phillips screwdriver. And for that, you just undo one screw here and one screw right here. Then that's just going to pop off. There's a couple of poppers in there. That does not feel good, but nothing is harmed. I'll show you the back of it. Just pry behind it here. My cardboard. Pop. So you can see the fasteners there. They just pressure fit in. So it feels like you're breaking something, but they just pop in and pop out. So on this car, you get a cubby hole and you get a stereo, but it is a double din, so you could put a big regular double-sized stereo in here if you wanted to. So it's held on by 6 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deep in the hole. There's one there, and there's one deep in the hole here. So the only real tricky part is these bottom ones that are in pretty deep. You have the potential of dropping them down the hole and losing them. So a magnetic screwdriver is a good idea in this situation. And then it just comes out like that. And then you just unplug the wiring harness and plug in the new stereo, and then installation is the reverse. So you put it back in. So if you're installing a new stereo, the only Subaru specific tip I would give you is there's a blue wire that's labeled power antenna. And even though this car doesn't have a power antenna that goes up and down, that antenna is amplified and that wire has to be plugged in for you to get good radio reception. So don't ignore the blue wire. Make sure you plug it in to power. And then you put the 6 screws back in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you gently snap this thing back in. The click. Then you put the 2 screws in here and here. And then again, your shifter is going to be in neutral so that you have room to get past it. Then this thing just kind of shoves in there. Clickety clack. Ashtray goes back. Shut the door. And then reinstall the shifter. Turn on the car. Put it in park. And you're done.